And welcome back to Farrell High School. Chuck Stopp along with Gary Patten. We're ready for the 2A boys tonight. Cambridge brings in Jeannette to get down onto the field as they have the introductions of tonight's players here on the court. And for the Jeannette Jayhawks, it is a junior guard, 5'9", A.J. Sharp, 6'3", junior forward, Marcus Barnes, 6'4", junior forward, Anthony Johnson, 6'4", senior guard, Tri Cunningham, and 6-foot senior guard, Robert Kennedy. For the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, Noah Reisenauer, senior, 6'2", Carter Babb, 5'6", senior, Derek Taylor, he is a senior at 6 foot, Turner Kurt, senior, 6'8", and Reese Aiken, senior, 6'8". Noah Reisenauer averaging 16.1, and the other one, of course, is Turner Kurt, 18.2, followed by Reese Aiken, averaging 9.5 points per ball game. Cambridge Springs is averaging 63.7 a ball game. Meanwhile, Jeannette 64.2. On defense, Jeannette, the Jayhawks, giving up just over 49. Cambridge 47.8. We're ready for basketball, Gary, on Cool and Armstrong.
Welcome aboard, everybody. We're in for a thriller today. Farrell High School here on Cool 101.7 FM. Armstrong cable in the house. Tomorrow, playback, 8 o'clock, again Friday at 5:30.
Blue Devils in the dark uniforms, blue numerals, and the Jayhawks all white uniforms with the red numerals, the red trim. It will be on the jump. It will be 6'4", Tri Cunningham against Reese Aiken. And the Blue Devils will shoot towards us here or to the right. In this 2A, second round. State tournament is underway, and the tip goes to Kurt. Kurt on the left wing, left baseline, takes it down, goes to the rack, lays it up on the rim, dropped off. It goes out of bounds. Ball goes to Jeannette. Oh, he had a good look at it there, but couldn't get it to drop. Cambridge will drop back to the 2-3 zone. Bringing the ball ahead will be A.J. Sharp. He is their point guard. He comes topside, kicks the ball across the court, over on the left wing, back to the top of the key. Open for the three on the right wing and buried over there as it is knocked down by Anthony Johnson.
That was a beautiful shot, 3-0 Jayhawks.
Here come the Blue Devils, fast break layup, no good. As trying to go in with Taylor, he steals the ball away, brings the ball up the court, he gets fouled.
First foul for the Jayhawks.
Going out of bounds to throw it in will be Reisenauer. Sideline right. Just underway from Farrell High School. The winner of this one goes to the quarterfinal. Reisenauer gets the ball into Babb. Babb into the free throw line. Reisenauer to Taylor. Taylor around the horn to the top of the key, out to the top of the key. That's Kurt. And we're going to get a foul call. The second one called against the Jayhawks.
I believe it's on Johnson again.
That'll be his second.
Wow.
Only 44 seconds into the game.
He's got two already hanging over him.
Babb out of bounds to throw it in, gets the ball into Reisenauer. Out to the top of the key, Kurtz gonna drive in, put up a short jumper, that's short. Rebounded in underneath by Johnson. Johnson in the backcourt, brings the ball up to Cunningham. Cunningham down to the low block, in underneath, tried to get the ball to Kennedy, lost out of bounds, Cambridge Springs ball.
Jayhawks turn it over for the second time. Still 3-0 Jayhawks.
1 minute into the contest.
Noah throws it in, Carter Babbs.
Full court pressure being applied as the ball is brought up the court by Sharp. Out to the top of the key to Reisenauer. Back on the give and go to Kurt to the rack. Good and fouled.
That's the way you do it.
He'll toe the stripe. And Reisenauer, 70% foul shooter. Cambridge Springs as a team, 68% from the 15-foot stripe line right.
Foul was on Barnes.
This for the tie. On the rim, dropped out, tipped in the air, brought out of there by Reisenauer. Top of the key to Kurt. Over to Babb. He's on the right wing. Man-to-man defense set up now by the Jayhawks. Babb, top of the key, kicks the ball off to Kurt. Kurt Sideline to Eisenhower, top of the key. Reese lobbed the ball in, tried to get the ball into Kurt, knocked away out front by Johnson, but Cambridge Springs gets it back. Here goes Taylor down the lane, put a blocked away and out of bounds by Cunningham. They'll throw it in to the right of their bucket, Carter Babb. 5 seconds, right in underneath, drive and lay it up and in by Reisenauer.
Well executed right there, 4-3, Blue Devils take the lead.
Up in the backcourt, coming topside is Sharp. Kicks the ball over on the left wing. Johnson, another three, no good. Rebound, Reese. Reese to Kurt. Up ahead to Reisenauer. Reisenauer down at the left baseline, almost tied up and had the ball knocked away. And out of bounds, Cambridge brings his ball. Last one to touch it is Johnson.
Good hustle, he was trying to get the steal. Knocked it out of bounds. He's going out, heading to the bench.
Kurt will inbound. Sideline left against Cunningham. Into Reese. Reese over there being guarded by Barnes. Top of the key, back over. Open, Babb's three, no good. Grabbed out of the air on the weak side by Cunningham. Long pass down the quarters. They're going to fast break and drive and lay it up and in. Basket is good by Seth Howard.
Jayhawks back up, 5-4.
Here come the Blue Devils against full court pressure. Cunningham guarding Kurt. Out to Reisenauer. Reisenauer over to Taylor. Taylor top of the key to Reese. Reese out front to Babb. Babb. Charging foul is going to be called against Carter Babb.
His first foul, team's first.
5:15 to go in the opening quarter from Farrell on Cool. Cambridge trailing 5-4. Into the forecourt is Sharp. Sharp over to Howard, back to Sharp, over on the left side to Cunningham. Back to Sharp again, 2-3 zone Blue Devils. Cunningham out front, looking to get inside that 2-3 zone. They're going to pop from the outside over the rim. That is no good by Kennedy. They get the miss shot. Bring the ball out to Sharp. To Cunningham, short jumper, 12-footer up, no good, rebounded by Kurt. Kurt, long pass up the court to Reisenauer. Too far, had to pull it back. Ball back out to Reese, over to Babb. Here goes Kurt for the three, on the rim, rebounded by Reese, couldn't control it. Taken away by Sharp. He's going to go coast to coast, flip it up off the rim, no good in the paint. Rebounded in underneath, go away, stripped away from Barnes. Blue Devils got it, Reese to Babb. Cross court to Reisenauer, 2-on-2 break, dump the ball off, open, Taylor shoots, good! That is good for a deuce in the left corner.
6-5, Blue Devils back up, 4-10 and running here in the first.
Sharp, top of the key. Over to Howard, back out to the point. Cambridge staying in that 2-3 zone, making them shoot from the outside so far. Pull up jumper from 12 is up, no good. Cunningham, rebound, Reese has got it for the Blue Devils. Doing a good job on the boards tonight. Here comes Turner to the forecourt. Lost a basketball, out of bounds. Coming in now for the Jayhawks is Jackson Pruitt, sophomore, 6 foot.
Time for our media timeout.
Timeout on Cool. Time in for this message, your score. Cambridge Springs 6, Jeannette 5. Brought back in 60. Right back at Farrell High School. A reminder, tonight's game being brought to you in part by Boucher's Service Station, Scott's Heating and Air Conditioning, and by the Meadville Medical Center. Chuck Stopp, Gary Patten on Armstrong tonight. Corey over there, Jeff Corey on the camera. We're ready to go. Cambridge leading at 6-5. Jayhawks have the ball. Howard out front, dishes down into the left corner to Pruitt and tipped out of bounds.
Noah right in there, reached in, knocked it out, tried to get a steal. 3:33 on the clock.
Inbounding is Cunningham. Tree Cunningham gets the ball out front. Now in underneath, turnaround jumper in the paint from 15 feet. It's up. That's no good. Jackson rebound. Blue Devils fast breaking. Babb's got it. Foul's going to be called.
Flying into the bench.
And that foul is on Johnson, his third.
Big guy, too.
Yes, he is. That definitely hurts right there. He's got to go to the sidelines, and he's going to be replaced by Barnes.
3 fouls. We're not even through the first period.
Babb inbounds to Reisenauer. Out to Kurt. Top of the key for 3. That's well short. Rebound is battled around and taken out of the air by Marcus. Up the court all the way. Cunningham's got it. Foul's going to be called. That's going against the Blue Devils, and that's going against Turner Curtin. He got mixed up with him down there, Gary.
Well, he ran into him as he was attempting a layup. He missed the basket, but the foul was drawn. He's at the foul line.
Cunningham will go to the free throw line for the Jayhawks. He is their leading scorer.
Chance to score. Scored and tied the game right here. Shot is up.
In.
And we're tied at 6. 3:13 here in the first from Farrell High School on Cool 101.7 FM and Armstrong Cable.
Back to the line for Cunningham. Line left to take the lead. They do.
Jayhawks back up 7-6.
And they'll set up a 1-2-2 press. Having trouble with another backcourt. Get the ball up to Kurt. Kurt's forced out of bounds, fell down, threw the ball away. Hook pass down low, easy layup and in by Howard.
Yeah, it was a bad pass. They took advantage of the turnover and got 2.
Full court pressure again.
9-6
Kurt in the backcourt.
Jayhawks.
Cross court to Babb. Break the press. Kurt into Reisner in the paint, put up the floater. That's no good. On this shot, back up and in.
Good second effort.
Blue Devils trail by 1, 9-8. Cunningham slowly up in the backcourt. Looks to his coach. Dribbles between the circles. He just holds out there, passes to Kennedy, back out to Cunningham. Back to Kennedy's double teamed in the right corner. To Pruitt now in underneath on the give. A nice block by Reese. Knocked the ball away from Barnes. Blue Devils got the ball. Kurt to Reisenauer. Reisenauer out to the top of the key to Reese. Over to Taylor directly below us. Back to the top of the key. 2 minutes to go first period. 9-8 Jayhawks. Reese to Babb. Into Kurt. On Cunningham. Lost the ball out, but he's fouled by Cunningham. On the hack.
2 shots coming up. He was in the...
That is their 5th already, his first.
Attempting to make a shot, drew the foul.
Oh, and how important free throws are in close games, and we expect a close one tonight, Gary.
Chance to tie it right here. No good.
Free throw is up. He's missed 2 already. Can't be missing those free throws.
I'm with you, brother.
This for a tie. Line right. 24 points in his last ball game. Charity toss is up. Beauty.
We're tied at 9.
Here comes Sharp. Sharp up the middle of the court here at Farrell High School. Kicks it over to Cunningham. Back out to Sharp. Sharp looks right. Passes to the left side, though. Over to Seth Howard. Down to the baseline. In underneath. Trying to drive around. Reese got around. Put up. No good. On the shot. Put up again. No good. Reese got it. Oh, what a job Reese doing on the boards. Here come the Blue Devils. Fast break up forward. Threw the ball away and out of bounds. Trying to fast break. Game is tied at 9.
That is the 4th turnover. You can't. He said it in the pregame. You can't have the turnovers, and you got to dominate the boards.
Well, trying to get the ball up the court on the fast break on the transition game, and he threw the ball well out of bounds. Here comes Sharp. Sharp to the top of the key. Over to Cunningham, sideline right, back over to Sharp. Game tied at 9. $1:10 to go, first period. Dish the ball out front to Pruitt. Pruitt down on the right corner to Cunningham. Back and underneath, backdoor play. Put block, but a foul on Reese. Is going up with a shot was Barnes. Into the free throw line goes to 6'2" junior forward, Marcus Barnes. First foul of the night. No, they're calling that on Taylor, Gary.
Wow. Well, it should be the Blue Devils' second foul, but oh, they got 3. I'll take that
Free
back.
throw is no good.
Jayhawks with 5. As Chuck said, first shot no good. 1:03 on the clock when we get back to regulation time.
Getting ready to come back in is Seth Howard for the Jayhawks. One more coming up for Barnes. Charity tosses up and he hits it. 10-9 Jayhawks.
All right, no to throw it in. There we go.
Into Babb. Cross court to Kurt. Back to Babb. He'll race the ball into the forecourt. Cross court to Kurt. Lob the ball down to baseline. Open. Bike shot's good. Noah Reisenauer. He is 6.
11-10 Blue Devils.
Seesaw battle here. In, short jumper is up on the rim and drops in by Kennedy.
12-11, Jayhawks back up by 1. 30 seconds left.
Reisenauer, double team trap, tipped the ball, it's loose, picked off by Cunningham. They're having trouble with the press. Cambridge bring all the way, the finger rolls up, no good. Cunningham, rebound, try to put it up, batted out of bounds by the Blue Devils.
Boy, that's good defense right there.
18.8 seconds to go in the first stanza. Cambridge Springs trailing 12-11. Looking to inbound. Mounts the ball right in underneath for an easy 2 by Howard.
Well, they left him open. He took the ball up and in. 14-11.
Once again against that pressure. Up the court to Reisenauer. Get the ball over to Taylor. Taylor to Reese down in the left corner. Back out front to Reisenauer. Pull up for 3. Bingo!
There it is. Right at the buzzer.
End of the first quarter from Farrell with a score tied at 14 with Jeannette, and Cambridge Springs will be back on cool after a 60-second timeout. All right, it will be in possession of the Jayhawks of Jeannette as we start quarter number 2. All knotted up at 14. Good first period. Noah Reisenauer with 9 points, including the triple at the buzzer of the first period.
That tied the game.
In the paint, Reese forces the ball back outside. The shot, Cunningham is no good. It's back out front to Cunningham. He's in the paint, puts up a floater to the rim and in.
Well, they got the rebound. Second effort up and in. They take the lead 16-14. Here come the Blue Devils.
Full court pressure again. Kurt's got it in the paint, turns around, puts it up and in. Oh.
Tied at 16.
Into the forecourt, down to the baseline, driving in, double team, the ball stripped away, gotten back up again in the paint. Boy, that's close to 3 seconds in there. Back out to the top of the key to Kennedy.
Thought they might have got him for traveling too.
Back at the point to Sharp.
Nothing called.
Cambridge stays at 2-3 zone, forcing them to shoot for the most part on the outside. Double team trap Cunningham. Hook pass down to the baseline. Now in underneath, drive, lay it up, and it is good by Kennedy.
Well, they executed it. They took their time and worked it in there. 18-16 Jayhawks.
Here come the Blue Devils from left to right. Backcourt, Reisenauer, he'll dribble up. Kick the ball off to Kurt. Kurt's gonna go to the high post, lost the basketball, loose, picked up, bam, it's lost, it's loose again. Ball snapped around, it's still loose again, picked up by Taylor, double team foul. See who they called the foul on, number 4, isn't happy, and that's who it's called on for the block.
His second, team 6.
Coming in is Pruitt again.
Sharp goes out.
Blue Devils have the ball trailing 18-16, 6:25 to go, opening period. Inbounding will be Babb to the left of their bucket. Looking into Kurt, sideline left, now to Reese, he's got it in the paint, gets away with the left hand up, it's no good, tipped in the air again, saved from going out of bounds. What a job by Reese, tried to slide, he's out of bounds. He did a good job, Gary, trying to get away, but they had him pinned against the sideline. He tried to bounce it off, and he was out of bounds.
He did a great job just even getting the rebound.
I know.
First of all, hung on for dear life, but he turned the ball over. Jayhawks with the ball up by 2, 18-16. Here we go.
Cunningham will bring the ball ahead. Has the ball at the top of the key. Looks at the 2-3 zone. Dishes over there. Too short. Back out. Cunningham, top of the key, buries the triple.
21-16, the biggest lead for the Jayhawks.
Up the court. We're going to get a foul called against the Jayhawks.
Might be on Kennedy.
It's called against number 1. It is Kennedy.
All right. That'll be number 7, one-on-one. Jayhawks a very aggressive team, therefore you have a tendency to foul.
Kirk to the free throw line, where tonight he is 1 for 3.
Got to make these shots, as you said, Chuck.
So important in close ball games. We expect a close one here tonight with a 7-4 team against 10-2. Up and good.
21-17. Turner hits that one. One more shot coming up. 5:55 remaining in the first half.
Up. Good.
Couple of nice shots. 21-18 Jayhawks.
Here they come.
Right
quickly into the forecourt. Open 3 sharp, yes.
Wow. Hit another 3. That puts them up. No, they only gave him 2.
Okay, we'll take that. Kurt all the way. Dishes low to Taylor. He fakes. He puts it up off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Reese. And knocked away from behind by Marcus. Into the forecourt. Top of the key, Kennedy. Over in the left corner to Sharp. Top of the key, Kennedy. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham penetrates. Pulls up in the paint. No good. Rebound is battled for and gotten down by Taylor. Reisenauer into the forecourt. Reisenauer between the circles. Reisenauer flips it over here to Babb. 5:10 to go in the first half. Cambridge down by 5. Kurt pulls up for 3 on the rim and off. Rebound to pull it down is Barnes. Fast breaking up the court to Cunningham. He lost the ball out of bounds. No, he saved it, but Babb grabs it to come inbound. Up the court to Taylor. He had the ball almost stolen away. Out of bounds off of Kennedy.
Boy, good hustle by Kennedy.
Boy, these two teams just want to run and gun.
Bang, bang. You're absolutely right. It is a very fast-paced first half here.
Top of the key, Kurt to Taylor. Back out, top of the key, another away from the ball. They're going to call this against Carter Babb on a charge.
Got to be kidding me. Oh, well.
All right.
So they got the ball turned over, and here comes the Jayhawks.
Cunningham, top of the key.
Up by 5.
Down to Pruitt. Pruitt. Kennedy has it in the paint. Back Pruitt, open 3-corner left, yes.
26-18 Jayhawks. Timeout, Coach Kevin.
We're going to take a 60-second timeout. The score from Farrell, it is Jeannette 26, Cambridge brings 18, Cool 101.7, and Armstrong. Chuck Stopp, Gary Patten, welcome right back to Farrell High School, and so far in the second period it's going towards Jeannette. They lead 26-18 as they have outscored Cambridge Springs a total of 8-4. Ball's locked loose, picked up by Kennedy all the way, put it up, blocking foul against Reisenauer.
Another turnover.
Actually, it's been a 12-4 run. First foul on Reisenauer. He's having a good first half with 9 points. At the free throw line is Kennedy. Good.
27-18. Chance to put the Jayhawks up by 10 if he can hit this one.
Free throw up. Good.
10-point difference, 28-18.
Well, it's been their threes, Gary.
Oh, absolutely.
IM has 3 triples so far.
So do I.
1 for Cambridge Springs. The press is really hurting Cambridge Springs. A 1-2-2 press. They still have the ball in the backcourt. Lob it up the court. Reisenauer broke it by getting it in the middle to the big boy, 6'8". Kurt. Out front to Reisenauer. He'll take the ball to the left side. Around the screen setup. Takes the ball to the baseline to the glass. No good. Rebound loose. It is picked up by Gordon. To Sharp. Cross court pass to Garden. Traveling will be called. Cambridge Springs ball.
Media timeout.
Okay, we'll take a timeout on Cool. This will be a 60-second timeout to score. Jeannette 28, Cambridge Springs 18. Cool 101.7 FM. It's 2A boys basketball tonight from this historic Farrell High School on Cool 101.7 FM and Armstrong. Second quarter, all Jeannette. A 14-4 run right now. The game was tied at 14 at the end of 1. We have 3:43 to go in the second quarter.
Blue Devils with the ball. They've got to get something going, as Chuck said, down by 10. 3:43 remaining in the first half. Here we go.
Kurt to inbound, into Babb in the backcourt, guarded by Sharp. Trying to get across the timeline, does that. Ball's tapped out of bounds by Seth Howard.
Very aggressive team, these Jayhawks, man. Right in your face basketball.
Reisenauer will inbound.
Blue Devils got to just kick it up a notch.
Into Kurt. Kurt guarded by Cunningham. Cunningham is 6'4". Kurt, of course, at 6'8". Taylor, top of the key. Man-to-man defense, aggressive. Now Kurt's got it, flips it up and hit off of the glass. That was a nice shot.
That was a great shot, 28-20.
Now they got to play some defense. They stay 2-3 zone. The only trouble is that they're hot from the outside. They've knocked down 3 triples.
One shot and get them out of there.
Here goes another 3, and that's off target, no good. Rebounded by Taylor as the shot was taken by Barnes.
Come down here and get another hoop. Get back in this game.
Top of the key, Reese, lob it down to Kurt. Inside, he's got it. He puts it up for 2 more.
28-22.
That's the way you get the offense going. Get Kurt in underneath.
Yep, little by little, bit by bit.
It's a 6-point ball game right now in favor of the Jayhawks. Over on Howard, down to the baseline. Short jumper is up, and there's another 2 points on the board for the home team, or Jeannette, as the shot is good by Cunningham.
30-22.
He is 9 in the ball game. Timeout's going to be called, a 30-second timeout by Coach Kevin Kurt. We'll take a timeout, a 30-second on Cool and Armstrong. It's 30 for the Jayhawks, 22 for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils with the ball, down by 8.
Kurt, right side. Drive down the left baseline, put it up, no good. Reisenauer foul. That's what they were doing, Gary, the other day. Reisenauer was driving every time down the court. He was getting fouled, making the free throws, and popping up some 28 points a game against Leechburg on Saturday. They're probably going to have to do that tonight or get the ball in to Turner Curtin.
Absolutely right. That is the 8th foul against the Jayhawks. First shot is up.
Reisenauer puts that up. There you go, missed another one.
2:16 remaining in the first half.
Well, they've already missed 4.
And they need them. They're down by 8.
7 shots. Line right. This one is up. Good.
Splits the pair, 30-23.
Now we got to play some defense, Big Air.
1 shot and out.
10 points for Noah tonight. Sharp, top of the key. Gets it back. Feeds down into the right corner to Pruitt.
Don't even
back
give him
out
a
front.
shot. Shut him down.
Well, the ball's tipped in the air, but it's picked right off. Down at the baseline by Howard. Back out front, and they'll reset. Sharp. Top of the key, Howard. Seth hands the ball off to Sharp, down into the right corner. Here goes Cunningham in.
Nice
blocked
block.
away by Reese. To Kurt. Kurt comes top of the key. gonna drive in. Tried to put it up, partially blocked away. Nothing's called there.
Should have been a foul there. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Fast break down to the baseline. Howard back out front. Here's Cunningham, another three. High off the backboard, no good. Rebound is loose. Picked up out front by Kennedy. He goes in, blocked away by Reese again. Blue Devils got the ball up the court to Babb. Reisenauer drives all the way, but blocked away on the shot by Howard. Long pass up the court. Out of bounds, back to Cambridge Springs.
1:05 on the clock.
30-23, Jeannette.
Carter Babb's back in.
Cambridge Springs staying with that starting five for the most part. Into Babb. 1-2-2 press again. Reisenauer in the backcourt. Turns around, needs help. Gets the ball to Kurt. He lost the basketball. It's out of bounds. That ball goes back to Jeannette.
Can't afford a turnover.
56 seconds to go. First half, 30-23 Jeannette. Cunningham will inbound directly below us in front of their bench. Into Sharp. AJ into the forecourt, looks at the 2-3 zone, lays the ball over to Howard. Howard back out to Sharp. Sharp looks at his bench. 40 seconds to go, first half. Cool 101.7 on Armstrong from Farrell High School. 2A.
They're just going to wind the clock down.
Second round of states.
Keep it away from the Blue Devils.
Cunningham holds the ball on his right hip. Looks back to his coach again.
Like the Reynolds Raiders.
Looks back to his coach. He looks to his coach again. Now he takes the timeout. 22 seconds to go. Let's pause for a 30-second timeout on Cool. Armstrong the score. The Jayhawks 30, Cambridge Springs 23. Game was tied at 14 at the end of one, but the Jayhawks have taken control in this period. They have scored 16 to Cambridge Springs 9. The Blue Devils trail by 7. Ball belongs to the Jayhawks. Sharp down into the left corner. Kennedy. Then underneath, they almost threw it away. Howard gets it back. Gets the ball to Kennedy out front. The ball's knocked loose. Kennedy gets it back. 10 seconds. Yet underneath, drive and score by Howard.
Just like that, 32-23.
Double team trapped in the backcourt. They got the ball in the forecourt. Down the tail. They couldn't get a shot off. That's the end of the first half. The teams go to the locker room. Your score, Jeannette 32, Cambridge Springs 23. Back to Farrell High School after we take a 2-minute timeout. Welcome you right back here to Farrell High School. We're getting ready to go. Blue Devils a little work to do. 32-23, Gary. We got 16 minutes to go.
Yep, they can get back in this game. And like you said, get back in the game and then take control of the game. Play the game the way you want to play it so you can win. Blue Devils are going to get the ball as we start the second half of action. Clock winding down here. Once again at Farrell High School.
Well, as they say, the third quarter is a big indication. The early start of the third quarter is who may win or lose this ball game. Cambridge cannot afford to fall back any further.
No, absolutely not. Once or twice down by 10, down at 9 right now as we start the second half. Noah going to throw it in for the Blue Devils. We are underway.
It is manageable right now. Blue Devils will shoot away from us in the second half. Reisenauer's got it. Over to Reese, down into the right corner, now down low. Kurt's got it back out top of the key. Reese down low to Kurt again, spinning and turning, hook shot's good.
That's the way you do it right there. 32-25. Now they're putting the press on them.
Yep. Let's see how they handle it. They have no problem at all. Down underneath, drive, put up. Reese blocks the ball away. Put back up, bank shots up in and fouled.
That's the last thing you need.
Yep. Basket is knocked down by Cunningham. Cunningham with 11. This free throw could put the Blue Devils down by 10. Nice block by Reese, but Cambridge couldn't get it.
No,
they got it back and scored.
Get that rebound.
This one is up. Good. They are 7 for 7 tonight from the free throw line. They'll put on the press again. At midcourt, double team to trap. There's almost a turnover. Babb's able to get it. Down to Reese in the left corner. Back out to Kurt. Kurt Bobbles it, picks it up. Reisenauer three, over the rim, no good. It is loose, batted around, Paul down, picked back up, put up to the rim and in by Reisenauer.
Good second effort. Yep, good second effort, up and in.
35-27, 8-point lead. And they just threw the ball away back to the Blue Devils.
That's what you need right there. Now they got to take advantage of it.
Need a good run right here, Gary.
Yep. Looks like Noah to throw it in.
He will. Lob it in underneath to Reese. Back out. Open. Reisenauer three. No good. Corner right. It's loose. Picked up by Taylor. Back out top of the key. Reisenauer. Back off to Kurt. Thought about a three. Lets it go. Off the iron. No good. Rebound hauled down by Sharp. Sharp in the backcourt. Across the timeline. And we're going to get a timeout called by Jeannette. 30-second timeout from Farrell. Cool and Armstrong tonight. The score, Jeannette 35, Cambridge Springs 27. 6:35 to go, third quarter. Cambridge Springs trailing 35-27. And they'll be on defense as the ball will be inbound at midcourt. Lob it into Sharp. Back to Cunningham. Down into the left corner to Johnson.
Wide
now
open.
Out left of the circle. The triple's off the glass. No good. Sharp rebound. Taylor. To Reisenauer. He'll bring the ball up the court. Cuts top of the key. Down to the left corner to Taylor. Out to Reese. Down low to Kurt. He's got it. Backs his way in. Dished the ball down the corner. Taylor open three. No good. Rebound. Batted around. Kurt had it. Battles on loose. But it is picked up and brought up the court by Johnson. He lost the ball. Picked up by Taylor. Ahead to Kurt. He lost the basketball by Cunningham. And then a whistle. And what do they call?
I'm not sure.
What's called?
A technical's been called against Johnson, number 5. Said something to the referee, just headed to the bench and sat down.
So that'll give the Blue Devils.
That's his 4th foul.
The technical shot and then get the ball out of bounds.
Right.
This could be a big swing right here, Gary.
Yeah. Tempers.
Two officials are talking together.
Got the best of them. Turner Kurt going to go to the line and shoot for the Blue Devils. 5:57 on the clock here in the third.
He has 13 points. Up and good.
Coach Batts.
He'll go to the line for one more.
Talking to the referee.
Got another one.
There's 35-29.
Now the Blue Devils get the ball out of bounds at midcourt.
And they need to hit this.
Back to within 6.
Get a bucket here and get them that much closer. Carter Babs to throw it in.
Looking inbounds to Kurt. Kurt to Reisenauer. Top of the key, Reese. Reese harassed out there. Gets the ball over to Taylor. Taylor, oh, nice save by Reisenauer.
Wow.
Out to Kurt. To Reisenauer. Taking their time. Reisenauer dished the ball into Kurt. Double team, puts it up anyway and cashes in.
35-31. Blue Devils down by just 4.
Trailed by as many as 10. Cunningham in the backcourt to Sharp. Back over to Cunningham. Got to watch them. They just love to throw down the threes.
Yeah, and they're
directing traffic out front is Sharp.
Giving them too much room now.
AJ on the dribble. Cambridge 2-3 zone tipped away by no one out of bounds.
Almost had the steal.
35-31, 5:13 to go, third quarter. Ball comes into the backcourt to Sharp, back to Cunningham. He'll run the point. Cunningham. Over to Kennedy, back to Cunningham. Cunningham top of the key. Kennedy down low, in underneath. He's double teamed. Ball comes out to Sharp. Sharp in the paint, dribbles back out front again. Good defense right now, but there's a floater in the paint. Cunningham no good. Reese with the rebound. Here come the Blue Devils down by 4.
Keep them one shot and out.
Kurt just threw the ball. Oh, it's tipped away and out of bounds, Cunningham.
He got a hand on it. 4:45 on the clock. It is a 35-31 lead by the Jayhawks. Blue Devils with the ball, though.
Blue Devils off to a good start in the third quarter.
Looking good so far.
Reisenauer, top of the key, Reese. Reese, corner right, Taylor. Taylor, back on the give and go. Oh, boy, it was too high. Bam out front. Reisenauer throws up. It's no good. Battle is on out of bounds. Jeannette's ball. Well, that time they couldn't get a good look at the hole and ended up turning it over.
Yep.
Good effort, though, by Turner Kurt to try to run it down, but it went out of bounds. Up into the forecourt, down to the baseline. Pruitt put it up. It's no good. Rebounded by Kurt. He had a ball slapped away, picked up by Reisenauer. Noah's going to race the ball into the forecourt. Dish the ball down in the corner to Taylor. Back to Reisenauer. Top of the key. Kurt makes his move in. The lane goes in, put a blocked away. It's loose. And it is out of ball. Saved from going. Still loose. Picked up, and then what? A foul called against Cambridge Springs. Another one against Kurt?
No, it might have been against Taylor.
So that's the second against Cambridge Springs in the second half, and his second, only one against Jeannette here in the second half. 35-31 Jeannette. Next dead ball foul, dead ball, we will have a media timeout. Cunningham to inbound. Pushes that ball into Howard. Over to Sharp. To Cunningham. To Sharp. Sharp in the forecourt. Back out to Sharp. Cambridge stayed in the 2-3 all night long. Sharp top the key for 3. In and out. Rebound. And Taylor saves it all. Nice. Beautiful save into Kurt. Kurt goes to the right way. Lost the ball. Gosh. Picked up Cunningham. All the way. Stuffed it.
Oh, that was a costly turnover. 37-31.
Certainly was. Reisenauer all the way in. Will put it up, blocked out of bounds. Cambridge brings his ball.
Looks like we're going to go to the media timeout.
And we will. 3:20 to go. It'll be a 60-second timeout. Your score on Cool and Armstrong. Jeannette 37, Cambridge Springs 31. Back here at Farrell High School, a reminder, high school basketball presented in part by Cannon's Chop House, Namath Auto Clinic, and the Area Shopper.
How about a big congratulations to that Meadville hockey team?
Oh, congratulations, yeah.
Absolutely.
They're going to the Penguins Cup now. That's for Championship of the West. They win that, the state championship will be coming up next week.
That's right. Chuck and I say a big congratulations to that Meadville hockey team. Go Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Cambridge Springs has the ball out of bounds, trailing by 6. Bab looking, 5 seconds. Gets the ball into Taylor. Back out front to Kurt. Over to Taylor in the right corner. Lob it down to Reese. He's got it. Bobble. Picks it up. Hook shot's good.
That's the way to do it. 37-33.
That's Reese's first 2 of the game.
Yeah, he just had to get warmed up.
Down by 4, the Blue Devils. Cunningham on Babb. Goes in. Double team back out front. Over to Howard. Back down to the baseline. Kennedy. Fish the ball down into the left corner. Cunningham's got it. Back out to the top of the key. Gonna penetrate. High post right. Shot is up and no good. Rebound Kurt. Kurt cross court to Reisenauer. Reisenauer all the way up the court. Gonna take the ball in. Blocked away out of bounds. Foul.
That's the way you do it right there, baby.
Oh, I like to see those dries, Gary. If you don't make it most of the time, you're gonna be fouled. Has a chance to bring the Devils to within 2.
2:35 remaining here in the third. He goes to the foul line. 2 shots coming up.
Last score we had in the fourth quarter at Butler. Greenville hanging on 48-43. Free throw is up and good by Noah.
37-34. Blue Devils within 3.
Trailed by as many as 10.
Couple times. Second shot.
Eyes the hoop, the little dip, the ball is up and it's no good. Rebound, hauled away and up the court, and a foul is going to be called against Noah Reisenauer. That'll be his second. on the board. They just have it as one. I thought he had a foul earlier. Now they're going to, well, I guess not.
Yeah, well, they should change it, but.
So it's a 3-point game. Cambridge trails. Cunningham on the right wing, double teamed, looking to throw it off. Finally gets the ball out to the top of the key. Hook pass down the right, stolen away by Reisenauer. Up the court to Babb. Babb across the timeline, comes top side. Going to take the ball in and lay it up, and no good. It is loose, and it's picked up and brought up the court by Howard. Open Kennedy, 3, no good off the iron. Save from going out of bounds directly below us. Hi, Seth. Back out to Cunningham, 1:50 to go, third quarter. Cambridge Springs trails 37-34. A deep one by Cunningham, no good, but they get the missed shot. Cunningham again. Over by Reese, down into the left corner. Open 3 is up, that shot's no good. Jackson, they get the missed shot. Underneath again, put it up off the rim, no good. Rebound Cunningham, up good and fouled. Total domination. Cambridge Springs didn't box out, and it cost them. 39-34, Jeannette. Cunningham to the free throw line to put him up by 6 if he hits. Cunningham looking for point number 17, their leading scorer. Line right, ball is up and good. They have hit all 8 free throws tonight.
Yep, they don't miss from that foul line.
Full court pressure again.
Got to give it to them there.
Reisenauer's got it. Double team, triple team. Gets the ball to Reese. Back to Kurt on the drive. He'll put it up for 2.
40-36.
4-point lead by Jeannette. 1-2-2 press Blue Devils. So far, it has not been any problem for them. Up the court in the paint, back off on the backdoor play. Lay it up and in by Barnes.
That's what you can't allow them. And
Cross-court pass, Babb. Babb down into the left corner to Taylor. Taylor reverses it out front. Kurt, top of the key, 3, got it!
There it is. 42-39.
3-point lead for Jeannette. All the way, Cunningham fell down, put up, no good. Rebounded by Kurt. Up the court to Reisenauer. Reisenauer kicks the ball corner left. Taylor for the 3. Good!
Ah, we're tied at 42. What a beautiful shot by Taylor.
A couple triples.
The Blue Devils right back in it.
Kennedy all the way to drive. No good foul on the drive.
21 seconds left on the clock in the third. We're tied at 42. Jayhawks go to the foul line with the foul.
Chance to put them back on top. Robert Kennedy. 6 points in the ball game. Perfect from the free throw line. 2 for 2.
Foul on Reese.
They take the lead again.
His second foul. Team's 5th.
Kennedy back at the stripe.
Jayhawks with only 2 fouls here in the third.
Coming in is Milik Gordon, 6-foot junior guard for Jeannette.
Barnes out. Kennedy at the line for the second shot.
They lead by 2.
They have not yet missed a foul shot.
10 of them in a row.
Wow.
Reisenauer into the forecourt. Turns around. Gets the ball off to Kurt. Kurt with 10 seconds to go. He'll wind it down for the final shot. Reisenauer backs his way in. Turn around, 10-footer. Good in the paint. We're tied at 44, and that is the end of the third quarter on Cole and Armstrong.
Crowd on their feet.
We'll be back. Fourth quarter action. Next, the score: Cambridge Springs 44, Jeannette 44.
Welcome back, Farrell High School. Chuck Stopp, Big Gear, Cool 101.7 FM, Armstrong Cable. I tell you what a barn burner going on right now. Blue Devils down by 9 at halftime. We're tied at 44. As we start the fourth period, Jayhawks with the ball. Momentum over to the Blue Devils. Anybody's game.
Here we go.
Wow.
8 minutes of regulation remain at Farrell High School. Sharp will have the ball in the backcourt. Guarded by Kurt. Down into the left corner to Kennedy. Kennedy double team, bounces the ball off, drive in and blocked away by Reese again. Loose but picked up in an easy two, up and in by Pruitt. Full court pressure. Reisenauer brings the ball into the forecourt. Pass the ball off to Kurt. Kurt, free throw line. Back to Reisenauer, round the screen, over to Reese. Aiken hands the ball off to Babb, back out top of the key. Just underway fourth quarter. In underneath to Reese. Reese goes in on the hook shot. It's good!
What a beautiful hook shot. Floated it right up and in. We're tied at 46. Now they're putting the pressure on him again.
Into the forecourt. Sharp. Sharp bounces the ball off to Cunningham. Back to Sharp again. Cambridge stays 2-3 zone, packing it in. Back out top of the key, Sharp into the paint. Floater from 10 to the glass and on the rim and off. Rebound, it goes to Kurt. Tied at 46. Push the ball into the forecourt to Reisenauer. Back off, corner left. Taylor, a three in the lead, in and out. The battle is on for the rebound. Cunningham's got it. One-on-one break all the way. Drive, lay it up, good and fouled. On the drive by Cunningham. They called the foul on Reisenauer.
Well, they gave him the basket to boot.
(48-46).
Johnson back in.
Second foul on Reisenauer.
Team sixth.
They'll look for their 11th straight free throw.
Meanwhile, the Jayhawks only have 2 fouls here in the second half.
That could really be costly.
That's costly right now.
This charity toss is up and in and out. Rebound by Aiken.
It's the first one they've missed.
To Kurt. To Reisenauer. Reisenauer left baseline, kicks the ball off to Reese in the painting. Almost lost it. Kurt, open three. No good. Rebound, hauled down by Jeannette. Into the forecourt, they come in a hurry. Kennedy out front from the free throw line. Drive into the paint, fell down. We're going to get a foul called. 1-and-1 now for Jeannette.
Thought maybe they'd call a charge there, but they didn't. That's number 7.
And that is not good.
No, it's not good at all.
That'll set Barnes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Cambridge has got to go back to start driving and pick up some fouls too. Jeanette's only committed 2.
Yep.
Free throw is up and good.
49-46.
Barnes has 5, looks for 6 line right. 6:11 to go in the game, plenty of time to go. This could put the Devils down by 4. Up and yes. And we're going to get a timeout called by Jeannette. We'll take a timeout on Cool. 6:11 to go, 60-second timeout to score. Jeannette 50, Cambridge Springs 46. We'll be right back. Chuck Stopp, Gary Patten, Armstrong tonight here. Jeff Corey on the camera. What a game we've had down here at Farrell High School. Right now it's 50-46. Jeannette leads Cambridge Springs. The Blue Devils have the ball. And the ball will be brought up the court by Kurt. Cross court pass to Babb. Now back into the middle. It is broken. Corner left. Taylor, another 3. That's an air ball. Grabbed down on the weak side. Long pass up the court. Fast breaking all the way to drive. Push it up good. And another foul called on the driving lay-in is good by Barnes. Cambridge not getting back on the transition game. He had to commit the foul. Now it's up to a 6, maybe a 7-point lead. Now on an 8-2 run, Jeannette.
They don't miss from the foul line.
Up and good. 3-point play is complete, the old-fashioned one. Now back to the press. Can't get back by any more. Got to fight your way back into this one now. Kurt, double team, trapped in midcourt. Off to Reisenauer, hook the ball down to Reese. Reese back out front to Reisenauer. Sideline right, being harassed by Kennedy. Takes the ball down the lane, in the lane, floater, good, fouled. That's what you gotta do. Drive, get fouled, make it a three-point play, get back into this contest. (53-48). This to bring them to within 4. And this to give 18 points in the contest for Noah Reisenauer. Up and good. Now let's get some defense, Blue Devils. They'll go into their press.
And no fouls.
Up in the backcourt is Sharp. Sharp to Cunningham. Cunningham at midcourt. Just tapped away and out of bounds by Babb. 5:23 remains. Fourth quarter. Ball comes into Sharp. Sharp looks at his coach, dribbles to the right side. Now double teaming out there is Reisenauer and Babb. Gets the ball in, breaks it in the underneath. Backdoor play put up by Kennedy and good.
Oh, he's wide open underneath.
Working the backdoor play. Kurt double teamed. Gets the ball off to Babb. He's double teamed, trapped, he fell down, tied up. Possession, Blue Devils. They're having trouble with the press. They've had it all night long. Meanwhile, the Jayhawks have had no trouble with the Blue Devil defense.
No, not at all. They've busted through it every time.
Well, down by 6, under 5 minutes to go now. Coming into the ball game for the Jayhawks will be Howard. Corner right. Backing out is Reisenauer. Makes his move, across the hoop. Down into the left corner to Taylor. Back out to Kurt. Back to Reisenauer. Top of the key to Reese. Dish the ball into the paint and a foul call. That'll only be the 4th against Jeannette. Foul is called on Cunningham. He only his 2nd. Ball is out of bounds. Kurt to throw it in. 55-49. Jayhawks into Reese. Harassed. Kurt corner left. Gonna go in, spin around, back off to Reisenauer. Want to get a shot off, but Cunningham's right there and he shuts that down. In the man now. The ball's almost stolen away. Taylor gets it back. He falls down. Puts the ball into Reese. Got it, puts it up on the ribbon. Gets his own missed shot, puts it up. Good. No, they called him for traveling.
Wow, not a good call there at all. Even Reese is upset, and I don't blame him.
That could brought him back to within 4.
He put the bucket up and in. They called him for traveling. Back to action.
Cunningham into the front court to Howard. Long pass back to Cunningham. Down to the left baseline. Dish the ball off in the lane. Put it up. No good, Howard. Kick the ball out to Kennedy. He backs off as once again Cambridge could not get the miss shot. And out front directing traffic is Sharp. Under 4 minutes to go. Kennedy. Back to Cunningham. Down to the baseline. Put blocked away by Reese. Grabbed out of the air by Reisenauer. Here comes Noah. Into the forecourt. Whistle and what?
Timeout, Coach Kevin.
Take a timeout on Cool. 3:47 to go. A 30-second timeout. The Jayhawks 55. The Blue Devils 49 on Cool and Armstrong. It's a good one tonight in the 2A boys second round of the PIAA state tournament. Right now at Farrell High School with 3:47 to go. It is the Jayhawks 55, Cambridge Springs 49. Blue Devils have the ball out of bounds, Gary.
Yep, down by 6. Plenty of time on the clock.
Right now, Gary, you don't have to go for threes.
No.
The low percentage shots, you got to work something inside, get the deuces, and then come back and play defense and control the boards and get those missed shot by the Jayhawks.
But you definitely got to make some points.
Babb.
Down by 6.
To Reisenauer. Back out front to Aiken. Down to Babb. Corner left. Cross court pass, top of the key. Reisenauer. Noah on the dribble. Gets the ball left corner. Taylor. Taylor, top of the key. To Kurt. Kurt. To Reisenauer. Back out front to Taylor, and a foul is called on Kennedy.
But it's only the team's 5th.
No, they're getting closer, Gary. 8 fouls against Cambridge Springs here in this second half. Another timeout is called. It's going to be the immediate timeout.
Update 56-50 Greenville. 2 minutes left.
Wow. Woo.
Go Greenville up by 6.
And we'll be right back in 60. It's 55 Jayhawks. Cambridge Springs 49 on Colin Armstrong. Back here at Farrell High School, reminding you that high school basketball playoff action presented in part by the Meadville Medical Center, Scott's Heating and Air Conditioning, and by Bausch's Service Station. John's not here. I'm sure he's checking it out tonight.
I tell you what, we've got to thank John for supporting the team all season long.
Yes, every time we call the guy up, he's right there. It doesn't make any way. Boys, girls, baseball, softball, basketball, football. He is there all the time.
There.
And last year, Big Gary, he got on the ride with the Meadville Bulldogs.
Yep, he did.
State run.
And we thank all of our sponsors.
Oh, absolutely.
People like John's Barbershop, they've always supported the Blue Devils. Here we go.
Babb into the forecourt. Babb off to Kurt. Kurt comes topside. 3:10 to go. Into Kurt.
Got to make it count.
Double team back out front to Babb. Babb over to Reisenauer. Around the horn he goes. Blue Devils down by 6. Kurt back out front and a foul will be called. That's number 6. They may have got Cunningham. He doesn't look too happy, but we'll see. He's guarding Kurt. No, they called it on Sharp.
That's only his second.
Yeah, right now they have just one, Gary.
Yeah, they do. Team 6, though. Turner to throw it in.
3 minutes to go in the game. Into Aiken. Here goes a 3. No good by Kurt. And a rebounded as it's pulled down by Johnson.
They needed points on that.
Out front Sharp. 2:45 to go. Sharp on the dribble. Bounce the ball out to Johnson.
These guys can sit on the ball.
Almost stolen by Reisenauer. Good attempt. He couldn't do it. Sharp gets it back. Down here into the right corner. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called by Jeannette. 2:31 to go. Score remains 55. Jeannette 49. Blue Devils will come back to Farrell after this 60-second timeout.
Yep, down by 6. Jayhawks with the ball. Here we go.
Johnson. Bounce the ball to Kennedy. Back out to on the drive, lay it up. Johnson. Go, it's no good, but he got fouled. Well, I thought that was going to go down, but it didn't.
No,
but he is fouled.
It rolled around the rim and back out. Was a break for the Blue Devils. He'll go to the foul line. That is the team's 9th foul.
He started off with a triple in the ball game, and that's all he's got so far.
And then he drew 4 fouls.
3rd foul on Aiken. Free throw. No good.
No good, boy. They don't miss many from the foul line. They miss that one.
Remains 55-49, Gary.
2:25 when we get back to regulation time.
Still time with that 3-point play, Gary. There is plenty of time. Right now, a 2-possession ball game. This could push it to a 3-possession ball game if he nets this one here. And he puts it on the rim and it goes in.
Not pretty, but it counts. 56-49.
Full court pressure by the Jayhawks. Double team. Kurt bounces it off to Babb. Babb's still in the backcourt. Back to Kurt. He's still back there. Dishes the ball down the court. Taylor's got it. Back down to Rice. Now he's going to drive all the way. Finger roll up. No good. Popped out of the air. The foul called on Reisenauer. Boy, Gary, I thought they could have got that ball to Reese. He's wide open down at the baseline.
Well, he fed it into Noah. Noah tried to lay up, missed the layup, and drew the foul.
Reese Aiken was wide open at that right baseline, and I think he could have probably drove and got 2, but here we go to the other end of the court now. More free throws coming up for Anthony Johnson.
Well, at this point, he should have. Back to the line they go. Down 56-49, 2:09 on the clock.
Free throw is up. Good.
Last time he was here, he only sunk 1, missed 1, so he split the pair.
Now it's a 57-49 lead, and time running out now for Cambridge Springs.
Yes, it is.
Dribble, puts it up, hits another one.
Now they got to get the ball down there and get some points.
Well, that's been the trouble, getting the ball down the court all night long.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Get the ball in the middle to Kurt. Bring the ball into the left forecourt. Back to Reisenauer. Down Aiken in underneath. He'll drive. There it is. Lays it up and in.
Just like you said earlier, timeout, Coach Kevin.
Let's take a timeout with just under 2 minutes to go. It's a 7-point lead for Jeannette. More on Colin Armstrong right after we take a 30-second timeout. 1:59 to go. Cambridge Springs trailing 58-51. And still a lot of work to be done here, but Gary, but it's certainly possible. But they got to play defense, and they can't commit fouls because this team is a good foul shooting team. They have missed, let's see, 1, 2. They have only missed 2 foul shots tonight, Gary.
Well, you know, the Blue Devils only had 5 fouls in the whole first half. They got 10 hanging over their head now.
They have hit 16 of 18. That's going to be the difference in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
62-55, that's your final. Greenville moves on to the quarterfinals. Congratulations, Trojans.
Coach Babs and the guys did an awesome job.
Oh, didn't they, though? That game, of course, is 9:40 WGRP, and it'll be on there come the next round, which will be on Saturday nights.
That was down there at Butler.
Yep, Sharpsville. Cunningham's going to drive in and dump the ball down low. Johnson's got to put some batted down from behind, but a foul called. Who they catch the foul on? Reisenauer?
Turner, I think, because he's shaking his head. Turner Kurt with the hack, I believe.
Yeah, Johnson's the only one that goes to the foul line.
Yeah, the last 3 times. He sat out most of the whole game with 4 fouls. Now he's coming in getting some points.
He's going to be the hero hitting all the free throws.
Yeah, he is. He's a junior.
Out, no good.
He'll be back next year.
59-51, $1:46 to go. Reisenauer now with 4 fouls. Babb 4 fouls. 3 for Taylor, 3 also for Reitz. Aiken. Free throw is up and good. Coming into the ball game will be Pruitt. 7 points in the ball game for Johnson. 4 from the free throw line here.
One Taylor out, the other Taylor in.
Up the court. Reisenauer all the way, dished the ball down low to Reese. Bobbled the ball. It's loose. The scramble is on. Tie up possession goes to Jeanette. 1:36 to go.
Wow, that could be really crucial right there. Turning the ball over, not getting any hoops.
Jared Taylor.
Wow.
The sophomore 5'10" comes in for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils.
Reese just went out.
Inbounding will be Cunningham. Cunningham gets that ball into Barnes. Oh, they're going to run clock now. They bring the ball out front. Cambridge has got a foul, and they foul them, make free throw. Yep. Now in the paint, Cunningham dished the ball down to Johnson. Got it. Double team trap. Ball is safe from going out of bounds, but they're out of bounds. Cambridge brings his ball. Down by 8.
Got a minute 20.
Well, Big Gear, all he needs is 3 triples and walk out of here with a win.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you there.
1:20 to go. They will put on the press one more time. Cambridge has struggled against this all night long. The 1-2-2, which they drop out into Kurt. Cross court to Babb. Babb still in the backcourt. Going to dribble, bounce the ball off to Kurt. Kurt cuts the ball down to the right baseline, in underneath, skip the ball off to Reisenauer, drive, lays it up and good, in a timeout. Cambridge Springs, so they can't run the clock. We'll take a timeout on Cool. 1:06 to go. Your score is now 59, Jeanette. Cambridge Springs 53, back in 30.
Well, they got to try to steal the ball, obviously get it back. Down by 6.
Babb will guard the inbound. Cunningham the inbound. Looks, and what? Foul even before the inbound. Are they going to call it on Babb?
I'm not sure. They're looking at him.
If that is, Babb will be gone. They didn't even inbound the ball. Yep, that.
Well, both players went flying across the hardwood.
Oh, they're going to call that a deliberate foul, too, and he gets 2 foul shots. When do you ever see that called, Gary?
Been a long time.
Well, they never posted it on the board. I don't know who got fouled, but I know Sharp's at the free throw line.
Not a good call there at all.
Free throw is up, no good. Well, one thing, it didn't run any time off the clock if they missed both free throws.
Well, Carter's still in the game, so he's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, they never posted who the foul was on.
Well,
I don't know.
It's the Blue Devils.
Line right for Sharp. Up. Rattles the rim and drops down.
60-53.
2-possession ball game. Here comes Kurt. Kurt into the forecourt. Pulls up. He blocked by Cunningham, and he grabbed the ball out of the air. That could be your game right there, Gary.
Yep, there's no doubt about that. You called that one.
Sharp.
Now they're going to run around and...
Oh, yeah. They'll just make them foul him now. To Howard, to Cunningham, and lob it down low. Kennedy got it with double team back out front and run more clock. Johnson, Kennedy, foul to be called on Reese, and he's out of the ball game. No, it's only his fourth.
It's only his third. That'd be four there, yeah. But back to the foul line.
As they're wrapping it up from the free throw line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Their 13th free throw here just in the fourth quarter. They've only missed 3. Kennedy at the free throw line. Perfect tonight. 4 for 4, and he missed that one. Reese goes out. Back in for Cambridge brings his Lance Welker. Robert Kennedy for one more to push it up to an 8-point lead with just a little over half minute to go. And timeout. Lane violation. Cambridge brings his ball.
So they turned the ball over, but they still got a 7-point lead. 37 seconds on the clock.
3-possession game. Here comes Reisenauer. Out front to Taylor. To Reisenauer. Pulls up for the 3. That's no good. Rebounded, put back up on the rim, around the rim and in by Kurt. But time is running out.
Yes, it is.
Just a 2. Down by 5. 20 seconds to go. They got to grab that inbound pass. And there's the foul. That'll be called on Walker. They'll walk the length of the court for more free throws. All they have to do is hit free throws, and it's over.
Yep.
And they have been doing that tonight. But you got to foul, they'll just run the timeout. So
15 seconds left
at the free throw line is Seth Howard. First trip to the free throw line tonight. No good. That wasn't even vaguely close.
Didn't even hit the rim. But yet, Jayhawks up by 5.
Well, nothing a triple and a deuce wouldn't do in the final 16 seconds.
Got to make it quick.
Reese back in for rebounding purposes. And going out is Welker. Could there be a miracle, Big Gare?
Yes, it could be. We're not even at Richfield.
Line right up. In and out. Rebounded by Kurt.
Down, hit a 3.
13 seconds. Behind the back dribble. Double team, triple team, stolen away by Cunningham, and a foul called. Foul to be called against Cunningham.
9 seconds on the clock.
Oh, it's not over yet, Gary.
So we got, that's their 7th foul, 1-on-1.
9.2 seconds to go.
Turner goes to the foul line. What a game going on tonight.
He's got 22 points. Needs both of these, Gary.
Not sure Coach Kevin pleading his case about something. The clock, I believe. The clock kept running. It never stopped.
Free throw is good.
60-56. Turner hits that.
All right. This to make it a 3-point ball game here and a 1-possession game. But only 9.2 seconds to go. Free throw is up. Got them both.
Now they got to get a steal here.
Looking inbound. Gets that ball in, and a foul will be immediately called on Taylor. Walk the length of the court. He misses both of them. It's still time. He hits one of them, Gary. It's about over.
Yep.
They could just let him drive and lay it up and in. Wouldn't make any difference.
7 seconds on the clock.
Free throw line is number 11, Sharp.
3-point lead for the Jayhawks. First shot is up.
It's good. That just about sinks it, Gary.
61-57. Timeout.
7.4 seconds to go. It is 61-57. Jeannette will take his 30-second timeout. Right back here at Farrell High School, Cool and Armstrong, and boy, doesn't looking good right now, Big Air. They still got another free throw that put them up by 5. They're up by 4 right now. 7.4 seconds to go. It's a 2-possession ball game. You got to score and get the ball back. And not looking good, but it's been a heck of a season for Cambridge Springs, the furthest they've gone in the playoffs in over 20 years.
In a long time, but you hate to see the ride come to an end.
Oh, I know.
They're down
all
by 4.
Seniors too, Gary.
Yeah.
They'll all be gone, the starters.
And of course, Coach Kevin, this would be his last game.
Yes, it will be. Yep.
Going to retire, for anybody that doesn't know.
Sharp to the line for one more. Of course, all the Jeannette players, except the free throw shooter, they'll stay back, so they can't hardly get the ball down the court. He makes the free throw. Maybe the Blue Devils' last attempt tonight. Kurt Reisenauer pulls up 3, deep and good. He scores. 1/10 of a second to go, and the ball game is all over. The Blue Devils lose by 2, and the season comes to an end. 62-60. Jeannette defeats the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils game.
Well, once again, back to that foul line, Chuck. You talked about that. Very crucial right there. Just a reminder, folks, Armstrong Cable, our great friends at Armstrong, playing this game back Thursday, 8 o'clock, Friday, 5:30. It's been a heck of a ride for the Blue Devils, Chuck. Phenomenal season. You hate to see it end.
Yeah, but a big night for Noah Reisenauer, 23, and another one for Kurt with a total of 26 in the ball game, but that is not enough. As the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils season is over, they end up at 21-6. So we want to thank our viewers tonight on Armstrong. We want to thank also over there Jeff Corey. Been a good run with him throughout the playoffs. We thank him very much.
Yep, have a great vacation, Jeff.
And for our listeners, thank you for joining us. The final score, Jeannette 62, Cambridge Springs 60. Good night for our fans on Armstrong.